on, guys? Tony from Geekly Games, and today we are overdue for a BT15 HeavyLeomon deck. Very great green, great green deck. Wow, say that like 5 times fast. Really solid green deck you can play right here. We do have, while into making this video here for the weekend coming up, it is going to be all green decks that you play with. You can play with hybrid colors as long as it's green. The only card not going to be able to play with it is Heaven's Judgment here because it's a solid yellow card, which is really good in this deck because we do have 3 colors, with being black, green, and yellow. So this card is really good and just in the standard format. But if you're doing this in a solid green format, if you like this list that you have right here, you want to make a couple touch-ups, this is an option spot right here, so you can fit any green option cards. Grand and Soul was perfect right here for one more memory. You can do a whole bunch of stuff with it. But before we get to the rest of the deck profile and the reason why we have a MercuryMon sitting right here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Don't forget to check out our pro site and TCG player Monday through Friday, www.geeklygames.com for all your major Digimon singles, Magic Gathering, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And link will be in the description as well. Without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the deck profile. So we got the Fremons right here. Probably butchered the name, but who cares? There are a bunch of eggs floating around right here between yellow and green. But the EX5, which is mostly EX5 sets cards in here, this is the better egg to go with. So long as your Digimon has Leomon in his name, draw a card when attacking. You're going to be doing a lot of when attacking stuff to evo into your level 5s and level 6s because we do have cards in the level 4 slot that can do that. So while mid-attacking, drawing cards is really good. It's basically having X antibody without having X antibody. So there's also that. So on to the rookies, we have 12 searchers. Let's just get with the major 8 we have right here. We got the Evolves into Frio Lulimon. I don't really play this deck a lot, so I'm going to be butchering names right here, so just, stay with me. We have an on-play searcher in your security stack. You may add 1 card with the Leomon in name, and if you do, recover 1. This also means stuff like this guy. It's pre-evolution. His next evolution. It has Leomon. Its name is also treated as Leomon. So you can search up this card as well if you're looking for that level 4 you needed to. Boom, here we go right here. So, but other than that, our other level 4 is Leomon. So there's that. But you can find this card in security with it. And also, too, that level 4 and this level 3. On deletion, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 2,000 for the turn. So we do have a lot of inheritables with sweet combination. Between this level 3 and this level 4 has the same inheritable. And then going with our Luckmon right here, with its on deletion, Digi-Evolve 1, Leomon has the exact same thing. So there are a lot of cute combinations you can do with the inheritables. But talk about Electmon right now. As the next searcher, this is an actual searcher from your deck. So, Digivolve for 0 or on play for 3. Real top 5 cards of your deck. You may add 1 card with the Leomon from among them in your hand and return the rest of the deck bottom. It's 5 cards. That's a big surge. A lot of some searchers are searching 3 cards. Some are even bridging to 4, but this is 5 cards. So you are going to hit something. The only thing you're not going to hit is this card. This card is MercuryMon. It is not a Leomon. It's a Shaman Olympus. So this is the only card you're going to be missing off on, including cards with our options as well. And this is a boss, so you can't search this. So other than options, Tamers, in this level 6, you literally can find the entire deck. And also on deletion, Digi-Evolve 1. And then we have Hawkmons right here. Now, this is a little more my taste with the Fortitude. So you can find your Fortitude pieces. Neat and heritable here for as long as Digimon suspended gains plus 1,000. Otherwise, if you're going to the traditional Leo heavy deck, this is Electmon, which is a generic vanilla Digimon that does nothing for you. It's got... Let's find out for you guys right here. Where are you at? There you are. So it is on play for 3 and a 4,000 DP vanilla Electmon that you get to run for BT9. This if you don't like Hawkmon, boom, this is the best egg level 3 you can go into. Just because with the level 4s, whatever, they have to be involved from Electmon, which otherwise you're going to be Digivolving for an increased amount of 3 versus 2. So just keep that in mind. Up next for level 4s, we get the Leomons right here from the X5. Electmon or Leomon or Lily, whatever. Cost of 2. This is like the last time I'm going to be saying this after that level 4. When attacking, and this also is the same as this card right here. They are identicals. I actually don't even have to talk about this card. So we'll talk about this one instead. When attacking, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon with Leomon in name from your hand for reduced cost of 1. So basically what these two level 4s are going to do is go into your level 5s right here for reduced costs of 1. So rather than 3, it's another Evo for 2. So skipping this level 4, going to this Leomon, also has another one attacking effect. This is from BT15. If attack, now, I believe it's supposed to say if attack when attacking. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to look at the card myself. I don't really play green, but if I'm going to be playing green, I need to know what this card does. So I'm pretty sure it says that when attacking a Digimon with a higher DP than this Digimon may Digivolve into one level 6 card with Leomon in name from your hand with Digivolution cost of 6, ignoring evolution requirements. So this level 4 can just jumpstart right into your Heavy or your BanchoLeos. Very, very strong. It's 6 is a lot. So if you're at 0 memory and thinking about this play, remember, you're giving your opponent 6 memory. If it's to clear the board or to do some, risky play that like your last ditch effort, whatever, go for this, sure. But if you're starting at 3, whatever, it's a 3. It's basically you're setting your opponent to level 3, to a memory counter 3, and going to level 4 to level 6, and just bridging the gap. So it's very strong, but for 6. Just see what your memory's at before you want to get doing this. And then the inheritable, as long as the Digimon has Leomon's name, gain put 2,000. It's just your turn. Other sort of level 5s is prefixed because this is where we're getting to our Fortitude, Indomitable, whatever you want to call it. I think they should have kept Indomitable. But anyway, while this Digimon with Digivolution cards is deleted, play this card without playing the cost. You're going to see once we get into MercuryMon right here that the reason why we're adding this card to the deck. So on play and when Digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less to deck bottom. Doesn't matter what level it is, that's pretty strong. So you can combine that with these two inheritables right here from the level 4 number 3, giving negative 4,000 to something that's like 10k or whatever. This still doesn't hit it, so that's a really bad example. So something like like 7, 8 DP, and you just minus 4 of them, you're going to be able to deck bottom that level 4 or level 5, so that's also pretty strong. And then inheritable, you gain piercing, so it's also when there's something suspended, you go into level 6, boom, crash in, do some checks. And then our last level 5 is Loader Leomon with also the Fortitude stat. On play, when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gains negative 3,000 for the turn. It's also very strong because you can also combine it with the level 3 and level 4 right here to put 7,000 on somebody. It's pretty strong. And then we have opponent's turn. So Digimon has Leomon, which will always have it except for MercuryMon if you're going into this in the stack. Will gain you blocker. So going into a level 6s, 4 of HeavyLeomon. This card's cracked. Play this at 4. I wouldn't see why you would play this at 3. Also has Fortitude. When Digivolving non-deletion, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of their 6,000 DP or lower Digimon to deck bottom. So, cool combo you want to do with this is have Electmon in the source, this Leomon, and it doesn't matter if it's Loader or Grap, but that's de-Digivolve 3 on deletion. When it's evolving Digivolve 1. So if you're able to do all that, Digivolve 1 and then get this killed, comes back with play with the on play. It comes back on play because it's Fortitude, but on deletion, Digivolve 1, you just Digivolve 1 stack 4 times. Awesome. Or you can, Digivolve 1 there, Digivolve 1 over there, blah, 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 blah. But if they have a single stack right now, boom, 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 boom. Very, very strong. Then at end of attack, return one of your opponent's Digimon 4,000 DP or lower to deck bottom. If not, unsuspend this Digimon. You can attack twice. Holy crap. Great card. Now we got the BanchoLeomon. We have our, boss. We've been printing so many, BanchoLeos, but this one is by far the best. So when this card would be played from your hand, if there are 6 or fewer total cards in both security stacks, reduce the play cost by 5. So you can just, boom, hard play this if you really want to for cheap. On play when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Okay, that's not bad. All turns, when a Digimon becomes suspended, you may have one of your opponent's Digimon getting negative 4,000 security attack +1 until the end of their turn. Very, very great. When Digivolving, you get to suspend some -1 security. It doesn't matter if you delete it or not. They just can't do a check. And then when they swing something, they can go, oh, I'll give that one -1 security. So they're swinging for, they don't do any damage. Pretty good. Now they're sitting there suspended, whatever. You can have this with the inheritable of Grapplio for Pearson, swing right through them, give -4,000 to, get their stat checks lowered and just blow them out of the water. And then get something else -1 security. So this card is very, very tempo heavy. So it can be controlling. You can use it for aggro abilities. This card does it all. Very, very good. And then lastly, for level 6s, my take for the deck. You don't have to run this if you don't want to. You can just have 4 and 4 of Bancho and HeavyLeomon, but we're adding MercuryMon into here because it also has Fortitude, has an on-play when Digivolving effect. Reveal top card of your deck. If it's a level 5 or lower Digimon with Fortitude, play it without the cost, return the rest, and then just add the rest. So you're guaranteed a draw when evoing. If it's a level 5 or lower with Fortitude, which basically it's only going to be these cards. Now, granted, if you don't want to play with this Leomon, there is an Aquilo. Nope. Hit it right or wrong. It's supposed to be an I think. There we go. This card right here. If you want to play with this card instead of the Leomon, you can also add this card in as the Fortitude so you can have more chances of hitting. Otherwise, you don't have to play with this. Or you can mix the ratios however you want it. But that's the card right there. So you're not going to really do this early game. I mean, if you can do it early game, whenever you get lucky. It's a guaranteed draw, whatever it is, but your opponent's going to know what it is because you're revealing it. So it's public knowledge. But if it's a Grapplio or a Loader Leomon, you get to play it for free. Trigger their on-play effects, and then they gain Rush. And if you don't want to rush with them, you can go ahead, if you swing with them whenever with Rush, and they live through security, you can go ahead and Evo into a HeavyLeomon right here. Do what you want to do with Evo and effects, whatever. And if this card goes down, whatever, you get to play it for free. Because, it has Fortitude now and it has a source under it. You get to play this guy out again. And somehow that's still your turn. With this guy in the field, it can swing again. And then on top of that, since it's got Rush, you use its end of attack effect and swing again. So if you already have a stack with this card right here, and you push up, you go into heavy, you can swing, end of attack, unsuspend with it, swing again, it goes down, activate Fortitude, this will come down again. You'll swing with this again since it has Rush with MercuryMon on the field. You see where I'm getting at? That's 4 attacks right there. That's 4 attacks. And the first time it gets deleted, the Digivolve 1. Comes back onto the field sources. You can swing again with this, and if it dies again, doesn't matter. You Digivolve something twice. That's on top of like any of these sources you had here prior to. Bonkers. And this happens with this card too. If this had sources, you can swing with this. Activate its own Fortitude. You get an on-play with this. Reveal top card of your deck. You hit or miss, whatever. Then you can swing with this card. It's a lot of checks for green, telling you that right now. So that'll be it for all of our Digimon. On to our Tamers and options. So we're running 2 Mimis right here. Run 3 if you want to. I think 4 is a little redundant. Or you can add other Tamers or combinations if you don't want to play with these options. Or the level 6, of course. Wherever your ratios want to be. But I think once you have 2 of these on the field, you push out, you have your level 5, level 6. You're going to hatch a baby. Evo it for a rookie, whatever, do your drawing, and then if you have another one of these on the field, you can just tap that, push the baby out, there you go. It's not summoning sick anymore. So I think 2 is completely fine. I think more is a little overkill, because all she does is give you memory and then this ability right here. Just having 2 out for me, personally, I think if once you have 2 of these out, you're pushing, you're hatching, you're putting a baby on a rookie, and then, whatever, and then you tap another one of this, you just go for game. So 2 is my fave. You can add more if you want to. Now getting to the options right here, we got Green Boost. It is a green deck after all. We can find all of our Digimon with this except for, of course, options and Tamers. Real top 4 cards deck, add 1 green card. That's a Digimon. And then main delay effect, gain 2 memory. And obviously, since it's a green deck and we can hit everything with it, we give agility training. Now, if you want to run the ratios as 3-2, or what the deck is right now for 3-2, up to you. This could be up to 3. This could be 4 for all I care. You can find every card in the deck. So if you'll top 2 cards in your deck, add 1 green card from among them, put the rest at the bottom, and then delay one of your green Digimon, may Digivolve for reduced cost 2. Cool. And now we're getting to our 4 options that do damage. So since we have 3 colors, Heaven's Judgment is going to do a lot of damage for 7 memory. We can activate the 6,000, and then activate it 3 more times if we have our black, green, and yellow out on the field at the same time. So if we have our HeavyLeomon and Bancho out, this card's doing 6, 12, 18 damage on top of the 6,000 we're already at. It's 24, I think. I can't math. I think I got it right. But anyway, it's a lot of damage. If they have a bunch of small dudes out, bam, 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 4 times, be done with. Or you just shoot it all in one Digimon. And then security effect is just negative 1,000, which is still a big number. There are certain Digimon, like, we have our 5 right here. There are 12,000. Some are 13, 15, 16, or 17. It's still a lot of damage. And if they hit, if they have plus security, they hit next Digimon, they hit a level 5, boom, it's gone. It is what it is. So it's cards needed. It's really good. Grand and Soul could be in here too as well for a green deck or other green options that, do a lot of bouncing the hand or deck bottom. And then lastly is Flashy Boss Punch. I'm still viewing this as like a Hades Force or, Gaia Force, what you want to call it, for 8. This is the first one for yellow and green in particular for, Bancho that can, basically, while you have a Digimon Leo Bancho on the field, ignore its color requirements, but we already have green and yellow, so it doesn't matter. Spend one of your opponent's Digimon, and then one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 12,000 per turn. So basically, you can suspend the blocker, delete something, and then swing at your opponent's face. That's a lot. So I think 2 of this is a late game card, by the way. You don't want to see this in your early hand. And if you do, it's kind of a dead card in the beginning until you get your Banchos. Or if you even use your heavies out, because it just requires a Leomon or Bancho in name. So if you got both worlds, cool. And it says may attack. So it doesn't actually specify, to a Tamer or, not a Tamer. It doesn't specify a Digimon that's suspended or the player. Most likely you're just going to swing at the opponent. Now, there are some rumors going around saying like, oh, like my HeavyLeomon, I just, on-played it for, reduced cost 5 or 6. I use this. Can I swing it right away? No. I honestly don't think. I could be really wrong. I'd have to look at the rules, of course. And according to, maybe in the video here, I may edit in as well, or leave it in the comments below. Am I right or am I wrong? If I hard play a Bancho and I just go ahead and play this, give my opponent a lot of memory, can I just swing for the game? Honestly, I don't think so because it's summoning sick. If it can't naturally tap on its own with summoning sick, then you can't attack with it. So, but I will look it up. Security effect: spend one of your opponents. It basically does everything up here except the fact you can't swing. So basically, same effect as your main effect. The main effect just allows you to be able to swing. So that is the HeavyLeomon list that I would play with. Let me know your thoughts, comments below. What would you do? Would you play with MercuryMon Raw? Was my example here pretty cool? You can swing 4 attacks if you're able to get this, scenario off. Will it happen 100% of the time? Not at all. Can it happen? Sure. Sometimes. But voice your concerns down below. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to get your geek on.